And good afternoon, everybody. Under the dome in Beckley at the Raleigh County Convention Center, we're ready for a triple header today on this the day Barksdale Court. We've got two games from WVU Tech, and then the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagle boys team will play later on this evening. Hi, everybody. Bill O'Brien here, along with Maris Lowry, and we're brought to you by the Dutch Miller Auto pregame show. Coming up right now, Maris, you had a chance to talk to the visitors from Indiana Southeast, as we'll have a girls game first with WVU Tech, the Lady Bears.
Well, both of these teams kind of need to dust themselves off and get up a little bit, but Indiana Southeast does enter the game on a 3-game winning streak. They are 7-10, and they are from Newcastle, Indiana, which is on the border between Kentucky and Indiana. Really closer to Louisville would be the best way to tell you. It's about a 4.5-hour bus trip from there to here. But Tech, they're really coming in wounded, Bill. They are 4-14 overall, 1-7 in the league. They've lost 5 in a row, and they're only 2-4 here at home. And both teams are going to be missing quite a bit of their normal players. So the bench has shrunk for both of these teams, as I mentioned. For Indiana Southeast, they've only got 8 girls dressed here this afternoon. And I'm looking down here at the roster. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 girls for Tech that will not be available here today.
In spite of that, both these teams have some good talent, and we'll tell you about that in detail, go through the lineups and all. But first, we need to take our first commercial break here at the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center. You're watching WVU Tech Lady Golden Bears basketball on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
And we're back under the dome here. Everybody still calls this building the Armory, and it's still one of the better places to watch basketball, especially since all of the lights have been replaced, and now every illuminated basketball team can see to their brightest.
Well, Bill, if one team gets really hot and the lights go out, you can say, see, you shot the lights out.
That's right.
And now is there such a thing as shooting the lights back on?
Well, they're back on, and they're really nice to look at because now there are no glare spots on the court. There are no dark spots on the court.
And you know what, Bill? You're sitting at, a half a foot from me. I can even see you
That's
now.
right.
I can see you live, clear, and in person, right?
Yeah.
I can even see you to reach out and touch you.
Well, Maris, that's scary because, I got a face for radio. You don't want to be doing that. Hey, before we get into some basics about these two teams today, we want to remind you that part of our broadcast is sponsored by Affinity Coal Company located in Sophia, West Virginia. And they ask if you want to work close to home, they've got a job for you. Affinity Coal offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. So, Affinity Coal Company, you'll find out more at their Facebook page, United Coal Company, and you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack on Independence Road in Sophia. And again, that's United Coal Company on their Facebook page.
Well, Bill, also the game here this afternoon is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. You can take your sweetheart or your sweet tea, whatever the case may be, to Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling. That's Saturday, February 10th. That's just 2 weeks from today, and that's 10 o'clock to midnight. The cost is only $17 a person, $32 a couple. For more information, you can call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Well, Bill, Tech is out on the floor going through the warm-ups. And Indiana of Southeast is still yet to come out. And, this should be a very interesting game. Like I said, the teams are headed in different directions, but both teams are coming in under 500. As I mentioned in the first segment, Indiana Southeast 7-10, but they have won 3 in a row. But Tech has really struggled, 4-14, and they've lost 5 in a row.
Well, they have, but, we had a chance to broadcast their last game, which was a loss against Midway University from Kentucky. And even though they lost the ball game by 84-71, Coach Ashley Brown, this is her first season as the head coach for the ladies program here at WVU Tech. She saw some good things. She saw the team was hustling. She saw they were scrapping for the loose basketballs, and she thought they were in the right direction. So even though it was a loss, at least she had something good to look at, and she feels that this game is going to prove whether or not they're on their way back.
Well, it's just like a hitting streak. If you've been in a hitting slump, to get out of a hitting streak, you got to get a hit. Same way with the losing streak. They've been in a losing streak. To get out of a losing streak, you got to get a win. And hopefully the Tech will have all the ingredients here this afternoon on both ends of the floor, on the defensive end of the floor and on offense, where they can come out and they can get the win and they can snap a 3-game winning streak by Indiana Southeast, and they can kind of get off the schneid and break their 5-game losing streak.
Maris, you and I each had a separate conversation with the IU Southeast head coach Robin Ferris in his 35th year, and the nickname of the team, I'm going to let you pronounce it.
It is the Grenadiers.
Man, you got it going on.
How about
I'm
that?
not going to say what you said the first time.
No, we can't repeat that over the airways, right? But I said I didn't know what that was, but our producer director, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, I said he went to school other than just for the girls. He actually went to history class, and he knew exactly what that was, and has something to do with the British Army.
That's right. It's a British fighting force of elite soldiers.
Yeah.
So you learn stuff on this broadcast.
Right. This is very educational as well as sports, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Right. So then why don't you tell your side of the story with your conversation with the coach, and then I will tell what he told me separately.
Well, what he told me, and his name is Robin, and that is a male, Robin Ferris, in his 35th year. And like I said, he said he wasn't sure what the record was, but he was darn sure how far the bus trip was, which he said 4 hours and 40 minutes right to the minute. So, and I said, so where exactly is the university located? And he's told me right there out in Louisville on the Indiana-Kentucky border.
Yeah, you go across the Ohio River into Indiana.
Right, Indiana. So I guess right there on the tip of being close enough to call Kentucky, but obviously in Indiana.
And in fact, I've been through there many, many times when I drive to Kansas City to see my son, and they called it Kentuckiana.
Well, you know what? I've flown over it.
Well,
I've not driven across it. Even though I have been to Louisville, been to Lexington, I've been through all that, and I have driven, and I know exactly what you're talking about, but more times than not, I am flying over, and I look down below out of the airplane.
Well, New Albany has, right on the riverfront there at Ohio River, they've got a stage set up right on the river for outdoor concerts. Other than that, they've got a lot of traffic. I know that part. And I said, well, tell me about your school. He says, we're about 5,000. And he said, we're part of the University of Indiana, where, of course, the main campus is in Bloomington.
Right.
So he also said that, with this team, he started out with 14 players. He's down to 8. He's had a couple that decided they didn't want to be on the team anymore. He's had some illness. He's had some injuries. He's got 8 players.
Well, the thing, what he was saying, and I just let him go on, and even as you were describing that, and I didn't say this to him, and I wouldn't, but I can say this to you and our audience, he's going through the same thing that about every other team in America goes through. And I know at the time when he was telling me that, maybe he was looking for – that's why I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to something like Busty's bubble, because I know every team goes through that. But he was telling me, and he was very sincere. And, like I said, the fact that they feel that they've won 3 in a row, so they got something going positive for Tech. They've just got to be able to find that. It's been a real struggle this year to win only 4 games and have lost 5 in a row and only won 1 game out of 8 in the conference.
Well, the strategy in this game is very simple. According to the IU coach, he said, hey, we've got 8 players, 6 of them are guards, 2 of them are forwards. Our center is no longer on the team. Our backup center is injured. So I know what Tech is going to do. They're going to try to work the ball down to Hedrick, who is the center for Tech, and they're going to try to pound it inside close. In talking to Tech's head coach, Ashley Brown, she already knew the strategy. She knew exactly what I just told you. And she said that is going to be our strategy. We're going to pound it in close.
But here's going to be the strategy for Indiana Southeast. When Tech is pounded inside and getting 2s because they have guards, they're going to try to shoot 3s, and they go to math class and they know 3 is more than 2, and they think that's how they can win the game.
But they also know, because of math class, that sometimes if you're not shooting well, then you're in big trouble. So you gotta hit those first couple to get your confidence.
Well, you do, and a lot of it starts on the defensive end. You got to get stops. Maybe you got to get some easy baskets in transition as Tech now making their way off the floor. And Indiana Southeast, they haven't even come down for any warm-ups yet. As I mentioned, Tech now leaving the floor, and the crowd's starting to come in. The game's scheduled to tip here at the top of the hour.
We're expecting a really nice crowd here. We'll tell you about that when we come back from our next commercial break. You're watching WVU Tech Basketball on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
We're back in Beckley on the legendary Dave Barksdale Court, getting ready for the first of 3 games today on Video Productions. Our first broadcast features the women's team from West Virginia University Tech. They're playing the team from Indiana Southeast, the Grenadiers, and we'll have those lineups in just a moment. First, we want to remind you that one of the sponsors bringing you the action today on Video Productions is our friends at Indoor Air. If you need heating or cooling help, Indoor Air is the place to call. And there's the phone number, 304-890-2212. Indoor Air, your Amana dealer.
And also, Bill, the game brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisors. If you work hard for your money like I have, if you're retired like I have, then you also need to know that to be able to live the rest of your life, how are you going to be able to financially well off? And you can do that by reaching out to Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995. She'll have a plan set up exactly for you. Well, Bill, we're going to see what the plan is. Actually, we've already said what the plan is for each of these 2 teams. Tech feels they have the size advantage, the height, going to take the ball inside. Therefore, when you have the lack of height, Southeast Indiana feels that they'll need to dial it up from downtown. And just watching, IU Southeast, Bill, they're right here in front of us warming up. In fact, all of the shots are coming from outside the paint. They're all shooting behind the line. So if their warm-ups is any indication is what we'll see when the game starts, it looks like they're going to put up definitely a lot of 3 balls.
No doubt about it. They will have more people in the stands today. We were telling you about that before we went to break. Talking to Randy Hunt, who is the voice of Tech on the public address microphone. By the way, his signature is his microphone is gold, and he really knows. He's got the golden voice, too. Randy Hunt does a nice job here, and he said FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, will be bringing a pretty large crowd here today, and also we understand some area churches are also planning to attend this afternoon, so we expect a nice crowd here under the dome in Beckley. Well, in taking a look at these 2 teams, let's take a look at WVU Tech in the last game they played. Even though we told you they lost earlier to Midway University, they had a good effort from Alva Hedrick, who is the center on the team. She averages better than 13 per game, and that game she scored 16. She's also their leading rebounder. She's a sophomore, hails from Germany, but obviously knows how to play the American game. And Alexis Sexton, who is from South Carolina, she's a sophomore. She normally averages 12 per game, but in that last contest, she scored 16 points. She has a nice mid-range jumper, and so if the 2 of them are clicking, Hedrick and Sexton, then the Lady Golden Bears have a good chance.
So, Bill, I got to ask you, since you did that game and you know about Hedrick, did you have a talk with her in German? Did you sharpen up on your German?
Jawohl.
I guess that means that's something in German, right?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
That too.
That's it. That's you got to do what you got to do.
All right. Both teams finalizing the warm-ups. We say we'll take our final pregame break, come back, get you the lineups and the tip, and we'll be ready to go here at 1 o'clock this afternoon. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Every bite. Better.
Of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton.
And so we've had the playing of the national anthem by recording, and now we'll have the opening lineups. We remind you that one of our sponsors is Cracker Barrel Restaurants. If you're looking for home cooking at its best, try Cracker Barrel. Locations in Beckley and in Princeton.
And Bill, also the game today being brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating, and the number you need to know is 304-253-HELP. As a matter of fact, I had a little plumbing issue myself this week and had to reach out to Modley's. They came by yesterday, took care of it. That's Modley's Plumbing and Heating. We'll get that up on the screen here in just a second. 304-253-HELP as University of Indiana Southeast are being introduced. And their lineup, they'll have Jesse Ledgerwood, they'll have Katie Durbin, Lee Miller, Carly Sweeney, and Lizzie Wernert are the starting 5 for IU Southeast.
Sweeney, by the way, leads them in scoring at 14 points per game, and Leah Miller at 12 points per game. Their only other double-digit scorer. Now let's take a look for Tech, and you can see their starters on your screen. They're in the gray uniforms, even though you see the pictures in gold, but today it's gray. Lisi Perez averaging 5 per game, wearing number 3. Avery Lucas, number 11. She's a West Virginia gal, averaging about 2 points per game. 13 is Alexis Sexton, the sophomore, averaging 13. KK Height is an 8-point per game scorer, and the center is Alva Hedrick from Germany, the sophomore, averaging 13 points per game and 10 rebounds.
So, Bill, we're ready to roll, as there is the final player from Tech being introduced. As you mentioned, Tech wearing gray here this afternoon, trimmed in gold and blue, and kind of a little bit of a, I don't know if you say a full maroon, kind of like an off-colored maroon is what IU Southeast wearing here this afternoon.
Well, there you go. We're going to start this game about 5 minutes late. After this one, then the men will take the team, they will take the floor, and they will also play a team from the same school, Indiana Southeast. And then at 5:30, 5:20, well, maybe 5:15 airtime for Marist, it'll be Woodrow Wilson High School boys basketball against Huntington. So we are ready to play ball. Hedrick wearing the gray uniform in the center.
Of course, Bill, in the women's game, different than the men's game, they actually play quarters, which you and I both like, 10-minute quarters. In the foul situation, there's no 1-and-1 on the 15 foul. Everything's 2 shots.
Lucas passing it off to the corner. On the perimeter of that zone, now in close to Hedrick. This was the plan, and she's a little too strong with it. And so the rebound comes down to Sweeney for Indiana.
Yeah, Tech got what they wanted. They got the look inside. They just missed the shot.
Ball swatted away, and there's the steal, and then there's a foul.
Yep, and that foul's going to go against University of Southeast Indiana, or Indiana Southeast is the correct way to say it, and the foul will go against Lee Miller, her first, team's first.
KK Height passes the ball in, and Sexton, very good ball handler, good player. She's got it now.
Yeah, they look over that zone.
Yeah.
Tech 2-4 here in this building, 1-7 in their league.
Turnovers have been a problem for the Tech Lady team. So that'll be one thing, is to try to take care of the ball. The long bomb is good. Sexton hits from 22. Oh, pretty.
And you know, Bill, what was good about that, as Sexton looked up, she realized there's only 6 on the shot clock. So she didn't have time to really create anything. She lets it fly and knocks down the 3 ball.
Maris, I'm glad you mentioned that shot clock. I'm still not used to looking up at it, so you'll have to remind me. Around the horn we go. This is Ledgerwood trying to pass it underneath, and it goes astray. So the Tech girls will get it.
Well, Bill, you and I have worked a couple of Tech men's games together, and you worked Tech the other night. As far as the men's concerned, that shot clock, which is a 30-second shot clock, hardly ever gets like to 10 or below 10.
Yeah, with the men's game, that's for sure. Yeah, they love to score. You'll see the men's team later on at 3 o'clock today. Sexton. Here's the drive, the layup. She's got it.
Yeah, that was a nice move on the right baseline. Beat the defender off the dribble, got to the rim to lay it up and in.
Alexis Sexton has all 5 points scored in this contest. The Grenadiers will try one from back of the foul line, and that one's short by Wernert. And here comes Height. Actually, she doesn't have much height, but she does have basketball handling skills. Sexton. Now to the corner, Lucas.
Yeah, look like they're trying to get the ball in the post here.
Well, layup by Hyde, just missing.
Yep, had a good drive. She found an opening in the zone. Like you said, she just missed the shot.
This is Miller with it. Lobs it over to Wernert. And Miller. And a whistle, and what do we have?
Timeout, I do believe. Or do we have – no, the shot clock went out on the opposite end. Shot clock's working to the basket to our left. The shot clock is out to the basket to our right.
We had some problems when we were here last time with the scoreboard and the shot clock. We thought we had those figured out, but maybe not quite.
All you got to do, Bill, sometimes is just push a button, right? But don't push the red one. Don't ever push the red one. Whenever it's lit up in red, don't push that button. So they're going to adjust the shot clock to the basket to our right with 7.5 remaining here in the opening quarter.
That's us right there. Carly Sweeney's right in front of us. She enjoyed your comment.
Yeah, she turned around. The girls on the court laughing at me for saying that, but that's true. Don't ever push the red one, and now we're going to have a little break here while they'll adjust it. So, see, they got all these buttons over there, but don't do that, and that is push the red one. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Our producer-director is the heavy hitter, Nick Eskins. I think he pushed the red button, and we're still here.
No, he pushed the right button. That's why the light come on.
There it is.
Like of all the people in this building, if they said there's one person in this building that could fix the situation, it is the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. And what you know how he fixed it? He didn't push the red button, Bill.
Well, whatever he did, it's fixed, so we're ready.
He pushed the blue button.
Carly Sweeney is ready to inbound the ball right in front of us, and we're going to play now. 5-0 is the Tech lead.
Yeah,
and the visitors from Southeast Indiana.
Yeah, 19 on the clock when they inbound the ball.
Okay. This is Leah Miller, point guard. In fact, they play 6 guards, not all at the same time, obviously.
I would hope not. I think that's a technical, Bill.
Yeah.
They just get that shot off with 1 second on the shot clock.
Sweeney missing, and here we come the other way. Height with it.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech.
New player in. That'll be Perez to throw the ball in. Height, rather, throwing the ball in. And we're set. To the corner. Lucas.
Lucas had an open shot, and now she'll get fouled on the drive.
Yeah, she could see she was going to have an easy layup, and obviously the defender didn't want that to happen, so there is the foul. But it's in pass inbounds play.
Yeah, so that will be the second team foul.
Perez throws it in.
Played Bill right at 3 minutes, and Southeast Indiana's yet to score.
Lucas. Sexton. She's got room for a layup and just misses, slithers off the iron. Then we'll come the other way. So far, Indiana has kept the middle clogged up so that the Tech center cannot score. Miller, runner, missing.
Well, she did everything but make the shot. Curled around, got into the lane, little floater, and just wasn't able to knock down that short shot right there in the lane.
Yeah, she had the shot she wanted. All right, here's Height. KK Height. Sexton. Now into Hedrick.
Well, that's great low post position. There'll be a foul on the floor. Nice entry pass as Hedrick set up about 3 feet from the basket. So the fouls are mounting up as we watch the replay. That's the third team foul. And we're 14 seconds shy of 4 minutes into the game in Southeast Indiana. As I mentioned, they've yet to score.
Thanks to Little General for the instant replay. Sexton moves in, and is she fouled?
Held ball. And
held
the arrow
ball.
will be in the favor of Indiana.
She thought she had room there, and that defense collapsed.
And, Bill, I know you know that song, right? Indiana Wants Me. You know that song?
I do.
Now, that's a song I know you would know.
I do know that.
Yes.
I just can't tell you who sang it.
Well, it was back in your day, like in the
Like
early
in the 40s.
Well, no, in the 70s.
No.
Well, the version I know is in the 70s.
Durbin lobs it underneath. Short shot, partially deflected, and here comes Hedrick with the rebound. Tech on the run, leading 5-zip. Perez, Height. There's Perez.
Yeah, really good ball movement.
Yeah. Well, they just can't get an open shot.
Well, under 10 on the clock, they're going to have to go.
That one's an air ball.
Yeah.
Plucked out of the air that time by Taylor Tree just into the ball game. She's got it, number 11, now outside for a 3. And it's good. That's Sweeney scoring for the first time. And so now the visitors from Indiana are on the board.
Yeah, good-looking shot by Sweeney, able to spot up and a splash down. But the zone has given Tech a little bit of fits here.
It really has.
And, when you get right there to the post.
Hedrick, too strong.
Yeah, got what they wanted. She just missed the shot.
Here's Treat. Around the horn. Wernert. Sweeney. Short shot from inside the foul line, missing by Durbin. A long shot, just in and out. Indiana gets the rebound, up and in by Durbin. Well, Durbin into the scoring column. We're tied at 5.
Yep. Tech scored the first 5, and now Indiana Southeast has scored the next 5.
Bounce pass in. Here's Hedrick again. Well, look, 4 defenders on her. Outside shot, no good.
Well, that's what Southeast Indiana is going to rely on, that hope that Tech cannot hit the outside shot. And so far, that has been the case. They haven't hit the outside shot as Tech now commits a foul. And that foul is
on Height.
Yes, on Height. KK Height commits her first, team's first.
Well, Sexton took the long shot, and that started the sequence of events. So we're tied here as we're approaching 4 minutes left in the opening period.
And Tech will dip into its bench.
And coming in is 21, Chevelle Boyd.
Well, got to like them shoes, right? Them gold shoes she's got on.
Looking good in the neighborhood. Oh, that's something else. All right, Treat's got it. Durbin, nice passing. From 3. It's off the back brace, no good by Sweeney.
Yeah, that was a deep three. That was from all the way in Indiana. That three was so deep.
It sure was. Whoops. Not looking that time as Perez was loping down the far sideline and did not expect the pass.
And oops means a turnover, right?
Yeah, it's a bad turnover.
Yeah. Well, are there any
Unforced.
good? Are there any good turnovers?
Well,
unless you get them at a place like a McDonald's or Burger King or somewhere.
Here's Sweeney. Taylor Treat.
Well, after Tech scored the first 5, they've had a lid on that basket.
They really have.
And now Indiana here with the chance to take their first lead of the game.
Nice steal. Here's Sexton coming down 1 against 4. She's going to try anyway. Misses, gets it back. Reverse layup, no good. And will come the other way after Warner gets the rebound. Miller. Treat from downtown. Nope.
Yep, that's a little short. Battle for the rebound. We're going to have a foul on Indiana.
Got 3 players on the deck.
So that'll go against Southeast Indiana. That'll be their 4th team foul. Now on the 5th team foul is when you go to the free throw line in the bonus to shoot 2. Tech will also dip into their bench right now. And Brianna Grigsby will check into the Tech lineup.
Grigsby got a lot of playing time the game I did earlier.
And actually, it's a foul on Tech, but the referee, and I saw this, he was pointing the other way. He pointed toward Tech's basket as it was an offensive foul, but that wasn't the case.
Miller misses. Here's Perez for Tech. The Lady Golden Bears, they've won 4 games this year. And they're on a 5-game losing streak, but they did play better in their last loss. Sexton has her shot blocked.
Well, the first thing, Bill, and I think we'd agree on any level, if you're going to be a really good basketball team, you've got to win at home. And Tech is below 500 here in this building.
Nice shot that time by Durbin. Katie Durbin scores for the 2nd time this afternoon, and it's 7-5. So they've scored the last 7 Southeast has.
That's their first lead. But what I was saying, to be a good team, you got to be good at home. And when you struggle at home, you normally struggle overall because it's hard to win on the road.
Grigsby with it. Now Perez. And here comes Boyd. This shot will come the other way. This is Miller. Treat. Well, she had the open look and missed it from 16 feet. Sexton. Indiana got back quickly on defense. Grigsby spins, puts it up, not drawing iron.
Yeah, it's been a lid on that basket. Like I said, after Tech scored the first 5, they've gone over 4 minutes without a point.
And we're coming down to 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Not much scoring for either side. It's Miller lobbing it off to Sweeney. Sweeney makes her move, puts it up and in.
Oh, that's a nice play by Sweeney. That's a playground play. Just put the ball hard on the deck, attack the rim, and finish. And a 9-0 run right now by Southeast Indiana.
Sweeney just lowered her head, and she's got 5 of those points. Perez. Grigsby. She's going to make her move. Fade away, 17-footer is short. And the rebound comes down to the Grenadiers. Durbin passes to Treat. Are they going to go for the last shot of the quarter, Maris?
They actually can't because of the shot clock unless they shoot and miss and get the rebound because there's 20 to shoot. So that's the thing with the shot clock. That's a nice move inside. It's missed, but a foul.
Wernertz will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, she got great low post position. As we watch the replay, she's able to spin around right here as we watch watch the instant replay. Great low post position, nice entry pass. She's left-handed anyway, able to curl around, and she'll miss the shot. She'll get to the line, and she will shoot 2. Got a new player into the ball game. Stacy Begay will check in for Tech.
Lindsey Wernertz, leading rebounder and averages 9.5 points per game. And there's her first point of the afternoon. So they've scored 10 straight. University of Indiana Southeast. That one rattles in. She's got them both. And it's an 11-0 run. 11-5 overall on the scoreboard.
And now the shot clock is equal with the game clock. So if you're Tech, you probably will hold the ball for the final shot of the quarter, but they probably won't. How you like that?
It's been a running gag between the two of us, ladies and gentlemen.
Between you and I, Eric and I. because I know teams just don't play that way no more.
Grigsby just missing. 7 seconds left. Treat.
Do they know the clock? They do.
They do. Shot is up and in at the buzzer. Nice shot by Miller just ahead of the buzzer, and that sets the score at the end of one. Indiana Southeast 13, WVU Tech 5. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back for quarter number 2 after these messages on Video Productions.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing! When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Okay, we're back now under the dome at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. We played one quarter. Tech scored the first 5 points, and then Indiana Southeast has scored the last 13. And look at the individual stats and the team totals. These are official.
Well, the team totals aren't very good for Tech. Like you said, Bill, they scored the first 5, but then they gave up the last 13. But their shooting in that first quarter was really bad. Just 2 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 5 downtown. They didn't get to the line. And I think we have another problem with the shot clock, because they inbound the ball, and actually the game clock and the shot clock neither moved. Right. When you look on the flip side for Indiana Southeast, they were 5 of 15 from the floor, 1 of 5 downtown, 2 of 2 at the line. As you mentioned, they closed that quarter on a 13-0 run, and Tech went, I'm trying to see if I have it on here, but I'm thinking just back up my notes, they went by 5.5 minutes without scoring.
Kara Brown is into the WVU Tech Lady Golden Bears lineup. She's wearing number 20. She played her high school ball in the Kanawha Valley.
Yeah, she played
Capital and South Charleston.
Right, she played for Capital and South Charleston. That is correct. She's a very good player, as all these girls are, but Tech just got to find a way to get it going, and that's a good way because they a potential and one.
That's Begay, who just into the ball game to start this quarter. Stacy puts it in, draws the foul.
And, Bill, we talked about that in the pregame, that Tech's strategy was going to get the ball inside. They hadn't been getting the ball inside. They just weren't able to finish. This time, as you mentioned, Begay to get the hoop in the harm, and that stops the bleeding for now. That stops that 13 points in a row by Southeast Indiana.
Stacy Begay, and it's no good. Nevertheless, they have stopped the bleeding, and let's see if Treat now can get something going for the Grenadiers.
Yeah, well, they stopped the bleeding for now. Nice move by Treat.
No good, just back of the foul line, and here is Tech on the move, Sexton.
Yep, Treat couldn't get it to go. So does that mean she gets will she get another treat?
Well, we'll find out, or maybe a retreat.
Now, this one, when they kick the ball, you can actually say they reset the shot clock, but in this case they don't have to because the shot clock is above 20. So I know the rules. If it's below 20, they reset it to 20, but since it was at 21, they don't have to reset it. How you like that?
That's cool. That I did not know.
Now you do.
Yeah. Brown to inbound. Sexton. Perez. Grigsby. He's going to go in for an off-balance shot, and it's good.
Well, that's a nice drive. It was a hard drive. As you could hear the thud on the floor where she put that ball on the deck and attacked the rim for the finish.
Back to a 4-point game. New player in for the visitors. That's Jesse Ledgerwood, who had started the ball game and then had a lot of bench time.
See, now you're coming up on 10 on the shot clock.
She lobs it on the high post. Turnaround shot is good. Nicely done by Wernert. Her first bucket of the afternoon, Lindsey Wernert.
Yeah, nice soft touch right there in the lane.
6-point lead. Brown, nice move to get free, and then the ball goes out of bounds to Indiana.
Yep, she was shaking and baking, and then she lost control of the ball.
Into the ball game is Height, and Brown will sit down. Begay will sit down, and the starting center, Hedrick, comes back in.
Somebody asked height, your height, and she said yes. They said, no, your height. She said yes. So now Tech's going to expand their pressure a little bit. And this is really good because Southeast Indiana have been going deep in the shot clock, and now they're making them work to get the ball up the floor. And I don't know if they're going to get the ball across. They just did, or did they? They did not.
Oh, 10-second rule.
And this is how you can tell. You look at the shot clock, 30, it's at 19, so you can't argue that because it's timed out on the shot clock.
And, Maris, that's the kind of play, good defense, that may turn the team around. I mean, good hard work indeed.
Well, yeah, that's what I say. They're going to have to make Southeast Indiana go deep in the clock. Even without pressure, they've been going deep in the clock and getting down to, 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
Sexton, Grigsby. Sexton again. She's got to score some points. She's got 5 already. Hedrick.
Yeah,
they collapsed on her.
Yeah, double team. And
triple team, yeah.
Turned her over there.
Uh-huh. And new player in the ball game is Lexi Starr. She's got it right now. Ledgerwood from downtown, and it's good.
That's a good-looking shot, a 3-ball.
She averages 7 per game, and she's already got 3 with that shot. And Indiana now has doubled up the score, 18-9.
Yeah, 5 in a row ran off now by Southeast Indiana. And Grigsby with a good hard take to the basket. The ball was stripped. It will stay with Tech with 22 to shoot.
Perez will feed it in. Looking. You've only got 5 seconds. That's Hedrick with it. They want her under the basket. Now she's on the low post. Here comes Height. She goes in for the layup, draws the foul. Basket counts.
Yes. Nice play by Height. Nice penetration into the lane. Gets the hoop in the arms. We'll watch the replay. And like that, nice drive. Little off balance, but hey, just enough to get it up and in and get the basket and see if she can polish off a 3-point play.
Marcasia Height. They call her KK. Thankfully for us broadcasters, it's easier to say. Trying for the 3-point play, nothing but net, so way to go. And it's back to a 6-point lead for Indiana against the all-court pressure. Ledgerwood, nice handling through a double team, keeps going.
That was a brilliant play.
Shot was blocked, but Perez got her.
That take behind her back at midcourt under the pressure and then able just to keep going until somebody cut her off, and they cut her off with the foul. That's a brilliant play that time by Jessie Ledgerwood, and she'll get to the line to shoot a pair.
Perez has 2 fouls now for the Lady Golden Bears.
And Emily Sharkey into the ball game for Tech.
She played her ball in Morgantown, her high school ball at University High.
I remember her at University High.
Well, Ledgerwood will get one more shot at it.
Yeah, first free throw doesn't go.
So she made one from long range, but the free throw from half as long, 15 feet, no good. That one is good. So 1 out of 2 for her, and the lead is 7 for the visitors from Indiana Southeast. Hedrick back outside, way downtown, shot, and it's off the iron, no good.
Wow, she shot that from the campus attack from South Canal Street. That was a deep 3.
Well, she did. This is Stapleton just into the ball game. Now out to Miller. She is the point guard. 7 minutes left till halftime. 15 on the shot clock. Sweeney. 3-ball airborne, and it's off the iron, no good by Ledgerwood. Here comes Tech. This is Height now working the playmaking guard position. That zone has really given the Lady Golden Bears fits this afternoon. Sexton makes her move, dishes it out,
and
they're going to call a foul.
Yep, that will be the 3rd team foul of the quarter. That'll be side out, or actually they'll inbound underneath their own basket, will Tech. 6.5 to go, first half.
Height looking. Hedrick knocked out of her hands, out of bounds.
That's the one thing Indiana, they're going to make sure that with Hedrick that they're not going to let her beat them. And they've doubled, triple teamed her whenever she's got the ball. They've been all over, like an ant on a sugar cube.
She's only taken a couple of shots and has not made any points this afternoon. Sexton with it. She's the other scorer for the Lady Golden Bears. She sees room. Well, she sort of carried it on her hip.
No, she didn't sort of. A, she carried it on her hip, and B, she cleared out. That's a good call with an offensive foul. Now, there was no sort of about that.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice to her.
Well, the video don't lie, Bill. You can watch the replay.
Here it is.
There it is, carried on her hip, and she would have gotten away with carrying the ball on her hip, but when she used her off arm to clear out, that's when the official, correctly so, caused a foul on her.
Lingerwood from downtown, just missing. And the rebound stays there with Southeast. Leah Miller, now it's on the floor. 1st and 10, 3-ball airborne, just missing. Tech's got it, and it dribbles out of bounds. Ouch.
Well, Bill, you're talking about 1st and 10 tomorrow. Of course, the championship games. Who do you like? Baltimore, Kansas City, and San Francisco in the lines. Who do you think is going to play in the Super Bowl?
Well, my son's probably watching in Kansas City right now, so got to like the Chiefs.
Only because he says so? Because you say so?
Well, I do like the Chiefs, but it's going to be hard to win in Baltimore.
Yeah, and who do you like between San Francisco and Detroit?
Well, everybody's favorite underdog pick has got to be the Lions, but I think the Niners have got this. Meantime, back to basketball, and after the missed shot, the ball trickles out of bounds and will belong to Indiana Southeast.
And, Bill, because the ball didn't hit the rim, they do not reset the shot clock, so it'll be 11 to shoot.
Nice give and
yes.
go.
Oh, and they missed
the
it.
Shot missed that time by Leah Miller.
Right. They had Miller right down the lane, what they wanted, and the ball just would not stay down.
My gosh.
Nice.
Sharkey.
Yes. Nice take. And she'll get to the line to shoot, too.
Yeah. Emily Sharkey has seen limited action, but she gets a chance to get her name in the scorebook here. It's been a bogged-down game. There's no flow to it.
Well, it's been a lot
There's no flow to it.
There have been a lot of missed shots, that's for sure.
I mean, Tech only hit 12.5% from the floor in the first quarter.
Yeah, they only made two of 16's all they made.
Yeah.
And, of course, the one thing about it, though, Bill, they had 5 at the end of the quarter. With that made free throw, they have now scored 8 and now 9 here in this quarter.
They're showing a little more life. They're down by 5, Tech. And here comes Indiana in the maroon. Miller in guarded man-to-man. Give and go. That defense sort of clogged it up again. Runner, bank shot, a little too strong that time by Miller.
Yeah, Miller just couldn't get it high enough on the glass to get it to go. And the ball rolls off the rim.
Hedrick with the rebound. Here's Height. Sexton. He bottled her up pretty much after a quick 2-basket start. From the corner, that's good. Nice long shot by Sharkey. That's a 3-ball, and we're back to a 2-point lead. And with that, a timeout has been called. We're less than 5 minutes to play, and let's take a look at that again.
And it's a 30-second break, so we'll keep it here. And we'll tell you as we watch that replay, keep it here, that this afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal operates an underground mine, surface mine, preparation plant, a high wall mine as well in Raleigh and Wyoming counties. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located at Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. Also, the game this afternoon is brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They're having a Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling 2 weeks from tonight on Saturday, February the 10th from 10 p.m. to midnight. $17 a person, $32 a couple. Take your Sweetheart bowling bill, and it only costs, like I said, $17 for a person, but as you go as a couple, $32. And you can dial up Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328 for more information.
Bowling is where it's at, no doubt about it. And right now, basketball is where it's at. We've got a triple header here today under the dome at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. After this game, the WVU Tech men's basketball team will play at 3 o'clock. Maris Lowry will have that game with E.T. Eric Thomas. And then it'll be boys basketball at 5:30 when Woodrow Wilson takes on Huntington. We'll have that game too. Here's a long shot on the way, and it's a 3-ball good for Ledgerwood. That's her second long make, and it's 22-17.
Yeah, that snaps a little run there by Tech.
Height. She's shut off at the foul line. She's got it back. The 3-point shot, no good. And the rebound to Miller. 5-point lead for the visitors from Southeast Indiana, just across the river from Louisville. Bank shot too strong. Rebound Wernert. Still trying to get it outside. Here's the three again. Off the iron, and the rebound comes down to Sharkey. So Sharkey's made a nice entry into the ball game and has put some life into this team.
Well, you're right. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, she has been a shark in the water for him since she's stepped onto the court.
And another three is good by Sharkey. There she goes again. So 2 long balls plus the 2 foul shots, and it's only a 2-point lead now for Indiana.
Yeah, Sharkey with 8 quick points off the bench, and like you mentioned, Bill, you're correct. He's given Tech a little bit of life here in this game.
Off-balance shot, it goes in and a foul, and that's Miller to the line.
That's a great move, and I know you said off balance, but more she kind of collected herself, and as we watch the replay, she stops on a dime, leans in off the glass, and draws the foul. That's a beautiful offensive play that time by the young lady there for Southeast Indiana, and that was Miller, that was Miller time on that play.
Height with her second foul for Tech. Miller shooting, Miller making. So she's got 5 points, and it's a 5-point lead for Indiana Southeast.
Yeah, that was pretty good defense, Tech, just better offense. When you're going as she was at full speed and just stopped on a dime and then able to spin and then a little kiss off the glass like that to draw the foul.
Your Sexton looks at the zone. She's got it back. Yeah, give it to her. Sharkey has really been something.
That's going to be a turnover.
And look at that. The Tech player just got a shot in the face.
Well, with the ball. That's what I say. That's an insult to injury because the defender, Miller, hit the ball off the young lady from Tech and out of bounds for a turnover.
That was Leo Ferreira.
Yeah, she got hit right in the chops with the ball.
Ouch.
And double ouch because it's a turnover.
In the first quarter, Tech only had 3 mistakes, and Indiana only had 2, but neither team shooting well. 3 minutes to play till halftime.
And the one thing we haven't had either team over the bonus.
Ledgerwood with it. Here's the long ball, and that time Treat couldn't get a treat. And here's Tech on the run. Ferreira has it.
Tech can be aggressive because the next foul on Indiana will put Tech to the free throw line.
Sexton shooting and scoring. Nice shot.
Yeah, that's a 2.
That's her 3rd bucket of the afternoon, and back to a 3-point lead for Indiana. Quickly down the floor, give and go, and Wernert's having trouble. Stabbed away, and Hedrick winds up with a basketball, and the Lady Golden Bears are on the attack. In close, Hedrick. She's got a chance. With the left hand, misses again.
Yeah, she's had many chances in this first half, and she's just leaving the shot either too short or too strong. And like I said, if you're Tech, you'll take that shot anytime. She's not able to finish.
I think she's 0 for 4 at the line, so she's not really had very many touches, and when she has, she's just not been able to make. Runner in the lane, good for Miller, and that is her 3rd bucket and 7th point.
Yeah, nice offensive player, and likes a soft touch right in the center of the lane.
Grigsby. Cross the floor pass, and now to the corner. Ferreira missing, and the rebound is down to Wernert. So the Grenadiers on the attack, and we're about 1.5 minutes to play until halftime. Outside shot, Werner, yes! So she scores from 3 land, and it's an 8-point lead now for Indiana. Outside, around the horn. Sexton wants to shoot, but the defender says no dice. Ferreira looks to lob it in to Hedrick. To the corner. Sharkey missing. Tech keeps the ball. Sexton. Half a minute to play, and here's the outside shot, and it's good by Ferreira.
Yeah, good hustle on the rebound to keep that possession alive and be able to knock down that 3.
She's from Portland, Oregon, and that's about where she shot it from. Elbow shot no good by Miller.
Now, if Tech goes quick, they can go 2 for 1, but they got to go really quick. It doesn't look like they're going to do that.
From the corner, Ferreira again. Off the iron, no good. Hedrick rebounding. From 3, here it comes. Too strong. Ferreira can't hold it.
Yeah, and out of bounds over to Southeast Indiana. With Bill, with the shot clock will now be turned off with 25 seconds left in the half. Now, they may hold it for the last shot of the half. They may.
Yeah, right. Here's Brown into the ball game for Tech.
Yeah, but the way they play today, probably not.
Yeah.
That's why I said they may do it.
Points have been hard to come by for either side today.
That's why I think if you're on the road, and even though Southeast Indiana has won 3 in a row, they're still below 500, you at least say, hey, if we take the last shot of the half, at least you know you're going to be ahead here at the break.
Sweeney, who can score the ball from anywhere on the court, has it now. She's making her move. Crashes in the defender, and that sure is an offensive
foul. Easy play to call.
Yeah.
In fact, when she got by the defender like 15 feet away before she crashed into the other Tech defender right here, as we watch replay, you can tell this was a charge waiting to happen.
Yeah. Ouch.
She should have just pulled up and shot the little short shot in the lane.
2 Texters were injured on that one.
Last
Here's
shot
Brown
time
going
for
in.
Tech.
No. A follow-up by Ferrara. Yes. Oh, big follow-up at the buzzer. So we've got a good game here at halftime. Indiana Southeast 30, West Virginia University Tech 27. We'll be back. We'll have the individual and team official stats coming up and a recap of the game after these commercial messages on Video Productions.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian, move!
Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
We're back at halftime under the dome at the Dave Barksdale Court at the Armory in Beckley. Yours truly, Bill O'Brien, with Maris Lowry. And the heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, is our producer-director today. This is the first of 3 basketball games we'll have on Video Productions. The WVU Tech men's team will take on this same school's men's team at 3 o'clock. And then at 5:30, it'll be boys basketball. The Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles will take on the Huntington Highlanders. All of those games here on Video Productions. And brought to you in part by our friends at Cracker Barrel. If you're looking for great food, you're looking to go to Cracker Barrel, either in Beckley or in Princeton. And also we thank our friends at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Whenever you need help, remember, help is in their phone number, 253-HELP. That's Modley's Plumbing and Heating. And here's a guy to help me. Here's Maris Lowry.
Thank you very much, Bill. I'm not sure if I'm the one helping you or you're helping me. How about we're helping each other? How about that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to recap the first half, and it started off with a 5-0 run by Tech to take a 5-0 lead, and then Indiana Southeast scored the next 13, and that's how they closed the quarter with an 8-point advantage at 13-5. But it did pick up much more in the second quarter because it was Tech outscored Indiana Southeast by 22-17 in that second quarter. And back and forth we went. The lead got up to 9 at 18-9. Then Tech made a nice run and cut the lead to 2 to 22-20 before where we are at the half right now, 30-27. So it was Indiana Southeast outscoring Tech 13-5 in the first quarter. Tech outscores Indiana Southeast 22-2 in the second quarter. And at the break, it's a 3-point advantage, 30-27 for Indiana Southeast. We'll take a break. When we come back, Bill will go inside the numbers, and we'll do that on the other end of the break here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. At halftime, it's a 3-point advantage for Indiana Southeast. They lead the women's team of WU Tech 30-27. We're going to go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company, you can apply for a job with Infinity Coal Company. You can go online to the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. Also, inside the numbers brought to you by Edward Jones, your financial advisor for future planning. How you can have your financial future planned out for you. You can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995. Well, Bill, you have the individual and team totals of the first half.
Okay, Maris, these are official. And first, let's take a look at Indiana Southeast. Individual scoring, they've got 3 players with 7 points each. Jesse Ledgerwood, Leah Miller, and Lindsay Wernert. All 3 of them started, each of them with 7 points now. 5 points for Carly Sweeney, 4 points for Katie Durbin, and that's the scoring for Southeast. For WVU Tech, their leading point maker is off the bench, Emily Sharkey, who came in and hit 2 long balls, plus a 2-pointer, and winds up with 8 points to lead the Lady Golden Bears at intermission. Alexis Sexton has been held to 7 points. Alva Hedrick is 0 for 3. She's had very few touches, and the center for Tech is 0 points at intermission. 3 points for KK Height, 2 points for Brianna Grigsby, 2 points for Stacy Begay, and Leo Ferreira came off the bench to score 5. Meantime, Perez, who started, and Lucas, who started, along with Hedrick, 3 starters, all of them with 0 points.
Yeah, and Bill, when you get into these team totals, they're kind of amazing because they're so close to each other in everything.
They really are. So the shooting for Indiana, they've hit 11 of 32 from the floor. That's 34%. 4 of 14 from long range. That's 29%. And 4 of 5 foul shooting, 80%. Very similar for Tech. They have 10 of 32 from the floor. That's 31%. The same from three-point land, 4 of 14, 29%. And 3 of 4 foul shooting, 75%. Taking a look at turnovers, only 7 for the Lady Golden Bears and 6 for the Grenadiers from Indiana Southeast. And as far as rebounding, very close, 23 for Southeast and 21 for Tech.
Yeah, so, it's very rare do we do a game where you're talking about teams get the exact same number of shots. And like I said, Indiana Southeast has just made one more field goal than Tech, and that's the difference in the game, the 3-point lead, 11-32 as opposed to Tech 10 of 32.
Nobody on either team in foul troubles, and it's a 3-point lead for Indiana. Their longest lead was 9 points with just under 8 minutes to play. Tech scored the first 5 points of the ball game, as Maris told you, and then they got ice cold. It's been a low-scoring game. Hopefully, when we come out for the second half, we'll have a lot more firepower. Speaking of firepower, watching the men's teams warm up right now.
Well, and, you know, that'll be the next game that Eric and I will have, will be the men's team between these same two schools. And one thing about it, you know, the Tech team, they're 14-4 overall. They're 7-2 in league play, and they've won their last two. But what I talked about, to be a good team, you got to be really good at home. And Tech is 6-1 in this building. Well, on the contrary, that's what we talked about with the women's team. They got to find a way to get kind of out of the schneid a little bit. They're 4-14 overall. They've lost 5 in a row, but they're only 2-4. So they've lost 2 of the 6 games in which they played here at home. And like I said, to be a good basketball team, you've got to win at home. And I think it starts on the defensive end. And I think if Tech is going to pull this game out in the second half in this women's game, they've got to be able to do it on the defensive end. And then I think that will lead to better offense.
I think that's a perfect analysis. And with that, we will pause for the cause. We'll be back with play-by-play coming up after these messages on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at MidstateFordWV.com.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Hey, grab me one too.
I got to tell you, that Pepsi looks so good right now, and I wish I had one. The blue can is the best. That's the full sugar. Got to have it. Anyway, we'll get back to work here. Bill O'Brien here, Maris Lowry beside me, and we've got a 3-point game here at intermission, and we're just moments away from starting the second half between the ladies' teams from WVU Tech and Indiana Southeast. Well, Maris, this is one of those, I'm sure in the locker room, both coaches were not being very pleasant. I'm saying, hey, come on, let's make these shots, and especially when you've got your best player for Tech who has 0 points.
Well, I think we say not being very pleasant. I think if you're, first of all, if you're the visitors, you have the lead. And I said, if you continue to do what we're doing, you'll come out with the lead. If you do the same thing, if you just play even in the second half, you're going to win the game. But naturally, you don't want to tell them to play even. So if you go out, let's say, hey, let's go out and let's just win this half. If you're Southeast Indiana by 1 point, you will win the game. But if you're Tech, you're right. You're like, okay, we had some opportunities that we left on the floor. Now we've got to be able to cash in, and we've got to win this half by at least 4 points. So we're ready to start the second half. And like I said, the team's really tight. The score indicates that. We mentioned from the floor where, Indiana Southeast was 11 of 32 from the floor. Tech 10 of 32. They both shot the same amount of shots, just one more shot, and that's the difference in the game, the 3-point lead. So we're ready to start the second half, and let's see who will have the possession as we get ready to start the third quarter.
By the way, while we're waiting for that, WVU Tech's next game is on the road at Shawnee State, which is in Portsmouth, Ohio, just a little ways from Huntington, West Virginia. That's a Tuesday game, and their next home game will be this next Saturday here on this floor, and of course we'll have that on video productions.
So it'll be Southeast Indiana. They'll have the first possession to start the second half. We're ready to roll. Here's Bill.
Thanks, Maris. Carly Sweeney will inbound the ball. She's listening for you to say something funny, and Maris, you didn't, so we'll play ball.
You mean here's Bill's not funny?
In some cases it is.
Well, not in this one.
Outside. Let's take a look and see if we have any new players, and we don't see any new ones for Southeast. Miller gets it for a 3 ball from Ledgerwood, and it's short. Graces the rim. Ferrara, who is starting, along with Height on the near side right in front of us. Sexton, she's got the ball right now, wearing 13. Hedrick has it. They collapse on her. From the corner, Height shoots and misses. Scrapping for the rebound, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Yeah, ball goes off of Perez. So one thing that we talk about that might be an adjustment at halftime is Tech putting pressure on Southeast Indiana, because they go deep into the clock anyway. And like I mentioned in the first half, by putting that much pressure on them in the backcourt, they may really take them out of their offensive set deeper in the shot clock.
Miller's got it now. Puts the brakes on the baseline and gets it behind her, and Miller tries a 3 ball, and it's good. Well, Miller hits her first long shot, and she's got 10 points to lead all scoring.
Yeah, that was a good-looking shot.
7-point lead.
Should be 6.
Shot coming.
Right.
They'll get it as a 6.
Yeah, because they had a 3-point lead, and 3 plus 3 is 6.
There we go.
I know my math too, Bill.
You got it going on. All right, outside.
Yeah, that's Concord College math, not Concord University math. How you like that? Huh?
Oh, man. Ledgerwood. Still having trouble with the defense.
Yeah, only 8 on the clock.
Miller's got it. Lobs it underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it will belong to Tech.
Yeah, that's a good defensive possession for Tech. Southeast Indiana, they should have shot that. And sometimes I think maybe they're not aware of the clock. But you think they wouldn't be aware of it, because you play the whole season. Every game you play has the clock.
That's it. Emily Sharkey just comes into the ball game. She's the one who had instant offense when she came in the second quarter. Period number 3 here at the Dave Barksdale court. And we've got 2 more games coming up after this. Tech men's game will start at 3. And the Flying Eagles from Woodrow Wilson will start at 5:30. All of them here. Perez shooting in front of me, and it's no good. She gets her own rebound. So she could see that she was going to miss the shot right after it left her fingertips, and she was able to follow up. Ferrara can't move in. Shot clock at 7. Layup tipped away. Shot clock is, well, it went down to 0. There was no buzzer, but anyway,
well, that's
Indiana's got it.
I was going to say, Bill, we've yet to have a shot clock violation.
Here's Miller. She's got room at the foul line. She should have taken it.
Yeah.
Warner misses.
She should have shot that.
Yeah, she was all open. Ferrara rebounds. Pass intercepted by Sweeney.
Yeah, there sometimes has been,
Oh, nice three ball. Counted for Ledgerwood. That's her third tray of the afternoon, and she's got 10 points overall.
Yeah, I was going to say, sometimes there's a thing of being too unselfish. You got to open look like that. You got to take it.
Tech has yet to score in this half. And we've got 7 minutes left in the quarter.
Yep.
Lob underneath, short shot goes in. Those are the first points of the afternoon for Alva Hedrick. The sophomore from Germany needs to get on the board a lot for Tech to have a chance to win.
And I don't know if you noticed, but this basket right here, the net got a hole in it on the back end.
Well, that had no hole on that other end. Katie Durbin scores from the baseline left, and it's a 9-point lead for Indiana.
So they might have to change that net before the next game.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was enough tall men's players. We were watching them warm up. They could just reach up there and do it.
Well, I don't know if that could be the case, that it may be unhinged, or actually that might not be something you could fix with that.
Duct tape works for everything.
Well, I don't know about that.
Leah Miller's got it.
You know, back on the playground, yeah, we didn't worry about it. We didn't have no net. There's a foul right there in the backcourt. That's the first foul of the second half.
Sharkey's committed the foul. That's her first. Yeah, on the playground, we did not have the luxury of a net.
Well, I remember back, it was chain back in the day.
That's right. Well, we were so poor, we couldn't even afford chain.
Yeah, we had shoes. The kids, it was so poor, they wore them down to us. Kids.
Pulling out the old stuff. Oh, man. Here's Sweeney. Watch out. She wants to score, and here she's making her move. Spin move, double team, puts it up and in.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's a pearl move. That's a playground move. Talking about the playground. Biggest lead of the game right here.
You could tell she was going to score one way or the other. Her third bucket. Ferrara.
Yeah.
Under to Hedrick, knocked out of her hands, out of bounds to Tech.
A 10-2 run now out of the locker room for Indiana Southeast to open up their biggest lead of the game here at 11.
Substitution time.
There's that last replay. That was a nice job.
Chevelle Boyd is into the Lady Golden Bears lineup. And Starkey sits down. Sharkey, I beg your pardon. What do we have now?
I think they just got to tuck in their jerseys.
Okay. The wardrobe malfunction is taken care of.
Got to police it up.
Yeah. Hedrick. Well, they are just not letting her do anything. She draws the foul. She'll go to the line for two.
And you know, you're right, Bill. They weren't going to let her do anything, and she was determined she was going to do something. And she puts the ball, like I said, puts it on the deck, spins, draws the foul, will get to the line.
And almost made it. A little bit too strong off the backboard. So the sophomore, who averages 13 per game and 10 rebounds, has been held to 2, now 3 points. So we told you she has to be effective because the Indiana team does not have a center. They've lost their starting center and their backup. And Hedrick is ready. Makes them both nothing but net. So maybe that'll get them going. It's a 9-point game, and a 30-second timeout is called for. So we'll keep it here.
That's right, and we will tell you about the good folks of Indoor Air. Indoor Air is your Amana dealer. They're also a proud sponsor of sports in the great state of West Virginia. You can dial them up at 304-890-2212. Indoor Air, your Amana dealer.
Absolutely.
Also, Bill, we can talk about
Cracker Barrel. You know, I'm hungry right now, and after this game, I think I'm going to be going there. Cracker Barrel, one of 2 locations will take care of you, Beckley or Princeton. Home cooking at its best, that is Cracker Barrel.
That's right. Love me some pig. Whenever I go to Cracker Barrel, it's not do I want bacon or sausage. It's bacon and sausage. I don't care what else they bring me, but they got to bring me my pig. So out of the timeout, the biggest lead was 11. It's 9 now.
And we're ready to play ball as we get the inbounder, Lindsay Wernert for IU Southeast. They're located just across the Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky. And they've come in here with a 7-10 work record. Miller. She's had a nice game, asking for her teammates to rotate. Well, ball is slapped out of bounds. Good hustle by Perez.
Yeah, it'll stay with Southeast Indiana with 11 to shoot.
Carly Sweeney will inbound the ball. And Miller's got it. Wernert.
Clock's running down. Going to have to get it up.
Durbin does. Gets it back.
And it counts.
They're going to count it.
Well, the ball did hit the rim. Therefore, even though the buzzer went off, the ball did hit the rim. That's a good play. They haven't put the points up yet.
I was just looking.
Well, I got it up. It should be 42.
Turnaround shot. Ferrara misses on the other end of the floor, and we'll come back down to Indiana's side. Here's Miller gliding down the floor very quickly. And she's fouled.
And now they got to find out. Maybe we can get the referee if they counted that last basket. It should be 42. But the scoreboard still says 40.
Foul is going to be called on Chevelle Boyd. That's her first for Tech.
And now are we going to go to the scores table? Now
they put it up.
Yeah. Well, and that's the right call. That was a legal play. The ball did hit the rim, even though the buzzer went off. The ball did graze the rim, and on the putback, that is correct.
All right, here's Miller. Tech has gone man-to-man. Sweeney. Ledgerwood.
5 to shoot, Bill. They're going to go. I don't think they know the clock.
Here's Miller. And she's going to shoot it just ahead of the buzzer and misses. Tech with the rebound. The Lady Golden Bears and a foul.
Yep. So that's 2 fouls each for Tech and Southeast Indiana for the quarter.
Talking to Ashley Brown, you can see her right there at the center of your screen, right by the referee. In fact, I think Ashley would like to take it inbound. She was a great player at Summers County in her day. And, boy, they won a lot of games there, the Lady Bobcats. And Ashley Brown was a big part of that. And we talked before the game. I said, how's your patience? She says, I'm still working on it. She says, I think we're doing a little bit better. Into the corner. Now outside. Bad pass.
Yep, a turnover.
That'll try your patience. Sweeney lays too strong. She gets it back. A little extra hustle that time. From the corner, Ledgerwood, that's an air ball. Touched out of bounds. I think Hedrick touched it. She did.
Yeah, Tech touched it. And the ball didn't hit anything, so they don't reset the shot clock. So it'll be 18 to shoot.
Coach Robin Ferris in his 35th year is up there and yelling to his players. Mild-mannered normally. And here we go. An 11-point game.
Yeah.
Tech scored the first 5 points and then went ice cold, and they've never been ahead ever since, although they were down by only 3 at halftime. And on the inbounds play,
turnover.
Dribbled on the inbound.
Yep. So this equals the largest lead of the game, this 11-point advantage.
Here we go.
But Tech has only scored 4 points this quarter.
KK Height. And we only have 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this third quarter. Perez. Grigsby. Height. And only 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Lob it into Hedrick. They collapse on her. Turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Wernert. Sweeney. Miller. Watch out.
Beautiful pass.
Yeah, look at that. And count the bucket for Durbin. Durbin with 10 points.
Yeah, great execution. Biggest lead of the game right here.
The third member of the Grenadiers in double digits. Long shot. Airborne. Perez missing. Rebound. Grigsby has it taken right out of her hands by Ledgerwood. Down the floor. Watch out for the layup. Well, she tried. She was too far into the backboard, so she flipped it behind her, and right there was Hedrick to get the ball for Tech. So good hustle that time. Winds up with the Lady Golden Bears in possession of the basketball, and they need points right now. Down by 13. Grigsby lobs it in. Hedrick's got it. Back outside. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. That's an air ball, and it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Yeah, Tech's really frustrated. When the ball goes into the post, Southeast Indiana collapsing on Hedrick, and there's just nowhere to go, and they try to get an open look, and that time, like I said, the clock was running down, but they did have more time. It was 8 seconds when they shot it, and right now the game, you can tell, Bill, it's kind of seems like it's slipping away from Tech.
It is. Begay comes in at center defensively for the Lady Golden Bears. Here's Durbin. Low post. Wernert now back out for a three from Miller, and it's high off the iron. Rebound scrap for, and Tech's got it. West Virginia on the move, needing points here with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Height, Grigsby. Now underneath to Begay, and it's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds to WVU Tech.
Yeah, it'll stay with Tech with 18 to shoot up under their own basket.
And Avery Lucas, who had started the ball game wearing number 11, and she's still wearing 11, but she's back in there now. Height gets it into Sexton, who lets fly from the baseline. No. She's ice cold, and Sweeney rebounding.
Well, like I said, Tech really hadn't had a lot of offense in this quarter, only scoring 4 points to this point.
Baseline jumper, not there.
The game's at 13, Bill, and it's very close of this game balloon into 18 or 20 if Tech's not careful.
All it takes is 1 or 2 long shots, that's for sure.
That's right. You're right. You're right. A couple of 3 balls, a little run here. But Tech just had a hard time finding somebody to put the ball in the basket.
Sexton. Whoa. Lucas wasn't ready for that pass. Just happened to put her hands on. Begay.
Yeah.
Now Sexton. He's going to go in against the zone and is shut down. Lucas goes in for the bank shot, and it's too strong.
Of course, if Southeast Indiana, they go quick, they can go 2, maybe 3 for 1, at least 2 for 1.
Here's Sweeney. Head of the lane, and Miller. Here passes intercepted.
It was kicked.
It was kicked.
Yeah, I wasn't sure the referees were going to catch that because at first they didn't, and Tech was back up in the floor, so they'll reset the shot clock to 20. So Southeast can go 2 for 1. They can get 2 shots to 1 to end the quarter with 50.5 left in it.
Sharkey comes back into the lineup for the Lady Golden Bears, wearing number 10. And Indiana Grenadiers will substitute. And into the ball game is Grace Stapleton, wearing 15. 50 seconds remaining here in this third quarter that will never end. Into the ball game now, Lexi Starr.
Well, that's one thing every player on this ladies team from Indiana Southeast has played in this game.
All 8 of them, yeah. They started with 14 at the beginning of the year. Give and go, off-balance shot, no good. She was going away from the basket, and Wernert misses.
And, Bill, I think even the bus driver's coming to the scorer's table. He's going to get in the game.
She got that wig on. I don't know. Begay is fouled as she goes to the hoop under the basket. She will get 2 shots.
And Begay, really got to give her a lot of credit to be able to move. She's got that big brace on her leg. Doesn't look like she can hardly move as we watch the replay. She try to muscle it up, and she'll draw the foul.
So Begay 0 for 1 foul shooting today, and now she's 1 out of 2 and has a total of 3 points. Stacey Begay down by 12. One more, no. Well, it got awful quiet there for a moment. Miller gliding through Beckley traffic, dishes it out.
Well, if you go out through Beckley traffic, they're a better driver than I am.
I'll tell you what.
Of course, that's not saying much. Ask the people that ride with me.
I know, I've been there, done that. It's called white knuckle.
Yeah.
Here's Miller. And 8 seconds left on the shot clock. It rims in and out by Starr. And Begay steals the ball. Up the floor to Sharkey. 2-on-1. Sharkey going in for the layup. Yes! Sharkey scores for the 3rd time from the floor. And all of a sudden, there's the buzzer, and it's a 10-point game. Well, that was a big basket, even though the lead is still double digits. We played 3 quarters. 1 more coming. It's 44-34, Indiana Southeast with the lead, and we'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
Nationally known.
Well, we're looking at the official stat sheet, and in the third quarter, WVU Tech hit only 15% of their shots from the floor, 2 of 13, and 0 for 7 from downtown. And you're not going to win any ball games that way.
Well, we talked about at halftime what each team needed to do, and one thing that Southeast Indiana has done, they increased their lead. They had a 3-point lead at the break, and the lead is 10 as we start the fourth quarter.
Tech only scored 7 points in that third quarter, so let's see if they can get some offense going right now. Here's Sexton. Sharkey. Sharkey's been really the only one to get some points for the Lady Golden Bears. Perez. Sharkey. Now Lucas. From the foul line. And the shot will not go down for Hedrick. My goodness, and a foul.
Yeah, that's tough luck. It's a good shot by Hedrick. The ball rimmed out on her, and then Tech commits the foul. That'll be the first foul of this fourth quarter.
Hedrick only 1 out of 6 shooting from the floor in this ball game. And as we told you, the key for Tech to win was for Hedrick to get a lot of points in close.
Yeah, well, just get wherever
points
you get
anywhere,
them.
yeah.
Anywhere, but it's just been tough.
Yeah, the only place she really can score is in close.
Well, she's got a nice shot. She's made all of her free throws,
Yeah.
and she had a good look on that last shot attempt. She just missed it.
Starr passes in to Wernert. Wernert again. Yep. Wernert scores for the third time. And it's a 12-point game.
Yeah, Hedrick went for the ball fake, left her feet, and then Wernert able to finish.
Again, triple teaming Hedrick. Sharkey fires and hits another long one.
Yeah, Sharkey's been a real spark plug for Tech off the bench.
She's got 3 trays and is keeping the Lady Golden Bears in this ball game. Again, here's Wernert. She wanted to take that shot, but thought better of it. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Miller to the corner, Wernert, and it's good.
Wow, she shot that from Louisville, didn't she?
She did. She's got 12 points, including 2 long balls.
And the reason I refer to Louisville, because this campus is right there on the Kentucky-Indiana border.
Just across the Ohio River from Louisville.
Yep, at New Albany, Indiana.
Perez missing from the back of the brace, hits the back brace, and here's Wernert. So Indiana can just use up a lot of that shot clock. They've set up a play number 2. We'll find out what play that is.
Play number 2 is put the ball in the basket,
yeah,
Bill.
I guess, huh?
Well,
get 2.
Well, there's a
foul.
foul. No matter what they call play 1, play 2, thumbs up, thumbs down, the end result is put the ball in the basket. So that's what that play means. So that will be the second team foul on Tech, and it'll be out of bounds play for Indiana Southeast with 20 to shoot.
Starr will inbound. To Wernert. Man, she could have taken that shot, perhaps. Meantime, they're on the floor and
timeout.
A timeout. Boy, the coach for Indiana, he's very animated. And with that, a timeout is called. So with timeout on the court, let's pause for these messages on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
This game is sponsored by Brian Hilton. Brian is running to represent you in the state Senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Hilton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Hilton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Miller's got the ball right now. 7 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the ball game, and only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Miller goes in for the strong layup and misses too strong. Ferreira rebounds for WVU Tech. Here's Sexton. Hedrick. She's going to try to go in. No, she's not. From the corner, Perez missing. Rebound tip back to her, and Tech will try again. Sexton. They've kept her without points in the second half. Shoots one in from inside the foul line. Nicely done for Sexton. And so she's got 9, her first points of the second half. So there's the announcer's curse in reverse.
I like that.
Star.
Absolutely. A curse in reverse.
A curse in reverse. You got to get it done. 10-point game. Under 7 to play in the game. Miller moves in, backs out. Now Durbin. She's going to try. No, she won't. Wernert. Ball kicked around.
Yeah, they passed it too much.
Yeah.
Clock's going to run out. And there's our first shot clock violation. As I thought that time that Indiana Southeast, they passed up 3 shots and they turn it over. And that should be a shot clock violation. Now there's some discussion.
They're saying, was it a held ball? And that's what they're going to call it, held ball.
And what a break, because the arrow will keep it with Indiana Southeast. But there's only 1 to shoot. So that's enough time to throw it in and catch it and shoot it. And now going to be a timeout, as I'm sure they're going to put a play in with just 1 second to shoot. Let's see if we got a full or a 30 here. And it's going to be a 30, so we'll keep it here.
And we'll let you know that if you want to do something special for your sweetheart, try Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling. And the place to go is Leisure Lanes on Johnstown Road in Beckley. Saturday, February 10th. It'll be from 10 p.m. until midnight, and it's only $17 a person, $32 per couple. Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling. And it's only at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley.
And if you want to reserve your lane, you can call them at 304-253-7328. So, Bill, you can take your sweet tea there.
I'm ready. Let's
That's right.
do it.
Well, the main thing, just don't throw your back out bowling, though. Yeah, we don't want to have you in traction. But see, a young guy like the heavy hitter, he can take his sweet tea there, and he can throw the ball backwards and every which way. He won't go into traction.
He's looking at you like.
He's looking at me like I got
let's move on.
All right. Well, 1 second to shoot. They got to get in and put it up.
Werner almost did it. That was a nice pass to her from Sweeney, but it did not work. Well, we played through that, and now we're on the offense again with 6 minutes and a half to play in the ball game.
Got a lady down. Got an injured player.
Ferreira just missing from long range. Hedrick rebounds.
Yeah, you think they might blow the whistle. Now they do, as they got an injured player down. And I could tell she was down for about 15 seconds.
And that's Sweeney for
she's going
Southeast Indiana.
She's going to have to come out of the ball game. So, they're fortunate, Bill, and I think you would agree, fortunate they're only down by 10, the way this game has gone and how they have struggled on the offensive end of the floor, but still with 6:17 left in the game and down 10 with possession. Here's a chance for Tech to really make a real run at it.
Perez right in front of us throwing the ball in. Sexton. Hedrick sets a pick. Layup try, yes, and a foul. Nice shot, Sexton.
And a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
So Sexton now with 11 points. And here's the replay by Chick-fil-A.
Right, and like I said, Bill, it puts them in shouting distance. I mean, they can convert here. You still got 6:10 to go in the game, and they can get within 7.
Missed the foul shot. Tough luck miss, and we come the other way. Indiana Southeast. Miller stops at the foul line and makes it.
Yeah, she's a solid player. Miller's been really good here this afternoon for Indiana Southeast.
She's got 12 points, and it's a 10-point lead for the visitors, the Grenadiers.
And, Bill, that's her average. Miller averages 12 points a game.
Outside. Sexton. Passes underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds, and it will belong to Indiana.
No, is it?
Yeah.
I think it's going to stay to Tech. Maybe not.
No, it's Indiana.
Well, the reason I said that is because they put 7 on the shot clock, but now that they changed it because then it went to 20, now back to 30.
Maris actually made a mistake.
Well, actually, I watched the clock.
I know. That's
right.
Sometimes the ref will give you the wrong indication, or the clock will.
Well,
anyway, we're ready to play ball with Miller.
Yeah, because when they left 7 on the clock, that would be the indicator that the team that had the ball still has the ball.
Wernert stopping, popping, and no good. Well, we'll come the other way with Sexton. We're approaching 5 minutes left in this ball game, and Tech needs some offense right now. They've had 2 miserable shooting quarters where they had only single-digit points. Into Hedrick, and again they collapse on her, so she's got to dish it out, And that 3 ball missing. Oh, what hustle by Grigsby. How did she get rid of it? Sexton asked for her teammates to maneuver. A lob in to Hedrick, and again, she can't do anything, so Perez will shoot it, grazes the rim. Grigsby follows it up and in. Nice shot.
That was a hustle possession for Tech. They made that happen. They made the extra possessions just on their hustle.
You're right about that, Putnam. Absolutely right. If you're a coach, that's what you want to see. Tech needs some good things to happen right now, like a stop, that layup, there's the foul. Well,
not a foul, right?
Durbin, yeah, not a foul. Durbin will go to the line for 2. Durbin's had a very quiet game. She scored 10 points all from the floor, and that's twice her average, and she will go to the line for 2 free throws, her first opportunities today. And substitution time for the Lady Golden Bears. Height comes back into the ball game, and Sharkey sits down. Ready is Durbin, and it's no good.
And if you're Tech, that's what you got to have. You got to have Indiana Southeast miss free throws, and you've got to be able to score when you get possession of the ball.
8-point game, still is, but a long rebound, and here's Durbin again.
Can't give that up.
From 3, count it.
Boy, now that's what'll drive a coach crazy. You think you have them stopped, they miss 2 free throws, they get the rebound, and they dial up a 3 ball on you.
That's Ledgerwood, who's hit 4 long balls today for Indiana. In close, give and go, Grigsby, that's nice play. Sexton dishing to Grigsby, and she scores again.
But they got to get stops. And they've committed 3 team fouls. So 2 more would get Southeast Indiana to the free throw line.
9-point game. Miller gets around a pick. Give and go. Layup thrown up there, and that Ledgerwood prayer was not answered. She took a heavy tumble to the court. Height passes it off. Perez shoots again and misses again from long range. Follow up, no good from point blank range by Hedrick. But Perez hustles and keeps the ball for the Lady Golden Bears.
Yeah, 3rd opportunity.
Got to make some buckets.
Yeah, clock's running down on them.
Sexton. Hedrick from back of the foul line, and it's no good. Just missing. Rebound, Tech. Grigsby's got it. 4 people collapse on her in a held ball.
And it'll stay with Tech, and this will be their 4th chance at it on this possession.
Wow. There's a lid on the basket for sure.
Yeah, they've had good looks, has Tech, just not able to convert.
Sweeney comes back in for Southeast Indiana. The Grenadiers.
Yeah, Sweeney, the team's leading, scored 14 a game. She was shaken up momentarily. Now, as you mentioned, Bill, back on the floor. But with 3:02 left, down 54-45, Tech, you got to score in this possession.
Height to Lisi Perez. Sexton. Grigsby. Here she goes. Layup. Just missing. Wow.
And there's a foul on Tech. And that will be their 4th team foul. So on the next foul will be free throws the remainder of the way with 2:48 left in regulation. I think we're going to have a timeout as the officials are gathering, maybe not a timeout. I'm not sure what we got.
Well, while they're talking it over, let's
see how long we're going to be, because we may not. Let's see if we'll be in a break yet.
We got to get a commercial message in, because that's what we do.
That's what we do, and I got one here for you, Bill.
All right.
You can talk about Modley's.
Whenever plumbing happens, a plumbing problem, you need help, and help is in the phone number for Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Write this down on your refrigerator, 253-HELP. Modley's Plumbing and Heating.
And I've needed that number this week. They helped me out. They were at my house yesterday. How about that?
A personal endorsement by Maris Lowry. And Maris will have the 2nd game in this triple header and the 3rd game in this triple header. Men's Tech basketball at 3 with a 15-minute or so pregame, and then Beckley basketball, high school boys at 5:30.
Well, whatever that was, Bill, they got it worked out. And Southeast Indiana has the ball. I'm going to run a little clock here.
Just about 2.5 minutes to play in the game, and a 9-point lead for Southeast Indiana University.
Yeah, Southeast Indiana trying to win their 4th straight game. Clock's running down, 4 on the clock.
Held ball.
So they'll have 3 to shoot.
Well, Tech is still hustling, but their losing streak is at 5. And they need something good to happen or it's going to be 6. And
Yeah.
inbounds play coming up here for Grace Stapleton. No, everybody's situated. That's the head coach right beside her.
He's going to have to get a shot off.
Miller, that's an air ball.
Yeah, so that's a shot clock violation since the ball did not hit the rim.
Hedrick was smart enough to say, let's let the referees inbound the ball, and that's exactly what's going to happen over here at Sexton. So we're approaching 2 minutes left in the game, and Tech needs our points right now. Here's Sexton. She's been held to only 4 points in this half.
And that's
there's
not
a foul.
and that's not really a bad foul for Indiana Southeast because it's only their second team foul. So they got 2 more to give. But Tech's got to be able to score, and then they've got to extend the pressure.
Second foul on Miller. Perez inbounding to Grigsby. From the corner, shot is good. Nice shot, Sexton. So she's come to play ball, and 14 points.
Well, this is the closest Tech's been in a while.
Down by 6, less than 2 minutes to play. Sweeney, outside Wernert.
That's what makes it good when you have a shot clock, Bill, because they can't run out the clock. They have to shoot it.
I like it. Here's Miller. She sees room. Dishes it out for a 3 ball for a teammate, and it's across the iron. No good. Wernert rebounds. That was a big offensive rebound.
Now they can run more clock.
For the Grenadiers.
Yep.
We'll ask you again in our wrap-up show about that.
Yeah, the shot, we got a foul, and with that foul, Tech's over the limit. So that's free throw time.
No. Foul shooting time.
Yeah, over the limit, free throw time. I'm not sure that that's what Tech wanted to do right there.
Yeah.
Down
Sweeney
6.
will come to the line.
Sweeney's the team's leading scorer at 14 a game. She's had a good game here today.
Yeah, she scored 7, but she's been in a lot of plays. And let's see what she can do now. She said 14 is her average. They've got a nice, well-balanced lineup here. 6 guards, 2 forwards. The big people are not available today. And Sweeney gets the foul shot. 1 more coming.
Now, Southeast Indiana, they have 2 fouls to give with 1:21 left here in the ball game.
Sweeney missed that one, and Tech's got the rebound. Points need right now.
Yeah, they got to go quick.
Here's Sharkey, Grigsby, Perez, and Hedrick. She's saying, well, let me try. Nope, they double team her again. And her pass hits the back
of Ledgewood right in the head.
One of the Indianas. One of the Hoosiers.
This possession's taking a lot of time.
And
they get a
3 ball from Hedrick. Way beyond her range. That was a big, big shot. And here's the replay by Chick-fil-A. Look at that. Nothing but net.
Well, now they gave her 2, right? Because they had 48, correct? Should have been 51.
I think that's what they've done. They called that a 2, so let me correct.
Yeah, I see the referee going to the scores table saying, yes, it's a 2. It is not a 3.
All right.
So it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. So that's a 2. And, you almost hate thinking, man, it could have just stepped back another foot or so and got that extra point.
Well, as we said, she's not used to working from the outside like that. She's the center, and normally she's within 5 feet of the basket. And they've collapsed on her and have made her very ineffective, and she had only been 1 for 6 shooting from the floor before that shot. So she makes the long one, and now Tech is back in the game down by 5 with 55.5 to play.
Well, the long one a little shorter because it's a 2 and not a 3.
Yeah.
So that makes it 55-50, a 5-point game. So now if you're Tech, you could go the strategy here, Bill. You could go 30 seconds on the clock. But if you ran down the clock, you got to get a stop, and you may not want to foul right away. So let's see what Tech's going to do. You at least might want to try to play defense for maybe half the clock anyway, 15. And then if you don't get a steal, then foul. Let's see what they do.
Okay, Sweeney will inbound the ball. Here we come.
But yeah,
a foul.
So they elected to foul right away. And I thought, well, maybe they could try for a steal for half the clock. Because if you ran half the clock, 15 of the 30, and you fouled them and they missed, down 5, you still have a shot.
Leah Miller, who is 1-for-1 foul shooting today and is a really good shooter, as we found out. She's in double digits and rattles it in good. So let's see, she's got 10, 11, 12, 13 points.
Yeah, she averages 12, so she's now 1 over her average. And she'll shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity.
And there it is, nothing but net that time. Big foul shots, and so a timeout called. 7-point game. We'll be back in a minute on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Bill, 52.6 remaining in the game. The lead is 7 now, and Tech will have the ball, and they've got to get something quick.
By the way, next game features the Tech men's team, and after that game, the FCA will have special presentation. That's the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They'll have Braden Chapman, Luke Vass, and Judah Price speaking.
Well, they turned the ball over.
Oh, my.
How could you not be ready? They weren't even ready for the pass, and they're lucky the arrow's in their favor.
Oh, my gosh.
The ball came in to Hedrick, and she was not looking for it, and the ball hit her right in the face.
In that kind of afternoon, now they got to make something happen right away. Perez looking, lobs it under to Hedrick. She puts it up and she's fouled, and the ball would not go down. It was so close.
So Hedrick will get to the line with the clock stopped and a chance to cut into the lead. As we watch the replay there, you're right, it was so close. Just a little bit more oomph.
A little more hot air by us would have done it.
Yeah, and people's like, they can't believe that I don't have enough hot air to put that ball in the basket, right?
And she misses the free throw. She's now 2 out of 3 foul shooting. 6 total points for Alva Hedrick, who averages better than 13, and she's just had a real struggle this afternoon. Defensively, they've just been all over her. She misses both foul shots. Here they come. Miller racing down the court with 42, and they called a violation on the Indiana team.
And somewhere along the line, Bill, they must have taken a point away, because I had Indiana Southeast with 58, and they have them with 57. That doesn't mean that I'm wrong or the score set was wrong, but that may not matter.
Sexton, in close shot, and a little too hard off the backboard, and a foul on the rebound scramble.
I think they are correct. I think I was incorrect, because it was 55-50. Miller made 2 free throws, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That made it 57-50, so the score is correct, 57-50. That's why I keep the running score. And we have a timeout on the floor, full timeout. We'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. And Bill, it's now if you're Tech, you can only hope that Southeast Indiana misses free throws.
Well, that didn't work, did it? Here's Jessie Ledgerwood. She's now 2 out of 3 foul shooting. Yeah, missed 1 out of 2.
And if you're and we got a timeout on the floor. 32.7 remaining. So while we got a timeout, we'll keep it here. We'll tell you about our fine sponsors, and let's see what we got, Bill. We've got
our friends at Indoor Air. Indoor Air, your Amana dealer, reminds you that for all your heating and cooling needs, one phone number is all you need, 304-890-2212. Your Amana dealer, that is Indoor Air, proud to be one of our sponsors of Basketball on Video Productions.
Also, Edward Jones, your financial advisors. You can call up Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995, and Heather will help you in any way that you need as far as whether you are retired or soon to be retired, or how you can, whatever you need advising in on your financial matters. So, Bill, with 32.7 remaining in the ball game, it's a 58-50 lead, and it's something, if you're Tech, you got to score quick, you've got to foul if you don't get the steal, and you got to hope that Indiana Southeast misses free throws.
Taking a look at the scoring for WVU Tech, Alexis Sexton with 14 leads the way, and Emily Sharkey off the bench has scored 13 unofficially. For Indiana Southeast, very balanced scoring. Ledgerwood with 14, Miller 14, Wernert has 12, Durbin 10, and Sweeney has 8.
Yeah, they got to go quick. I mean, down 8, 32 seconds left. You don't want to rush.
Here's
you
Sexton.
got to go quick.
Long bomb, short, air ball. Ferrara couldn't get it.
And that might do it.
Yeah. They've got good ball handlers because they've got all the guards there, and there's a foul. Tech had to foul.
Yeah. And now we walk to the other end of the floor, free throw time. And getting back to the foul line for Indiana Southeast.
Lindsay Wernert.
Yep.
She scored 12, including 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Well, actually, this will be Ledgerwood, right?
Beg your pardon,
that's
sure
Ledgerwood,
is. My
yeah.
bad. So now she's 3 out of 5 foul shooting, 15 points. Looked away and got the wrong number. She makes them both. And it's a 10-point game with 21 seconds. So
Yeah.
it looks like for sure that Indiana University Southeast has got this one to advance their record to 8-10. Tech would fall for the 6th time in a row and fall to 4-15.
Yeah, and only 2 and 5 in this building.
Sharkey, three-point shot, short.
Biggest lead of this game's been 13, down to 10, and probably the last possession here for Tech.
Sharkey throws it up too strong on the rebound. It's Indiana. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. So the final score is Indiana Southeast 60, West Virginia University Tech 50. We'll be back with the recap coming up after these messages on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Access Health is your medical home, committed to providing comprehensive health care to ensure the health and well-being of you and your family. Offering a variety of primary care services, Access Health specializes in women's health, pediatrics, family practice, adult medicine, and behavioral health. Our staff offers quality personal care with exceptional service and innovative technology to keep you and your family well. Access Health. We're your medical home.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Armory Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. Final score in this girls' game is 60-50 in favor of Indiana Southeast. They've now won 4 in a row. Their record is now 8-10. Tech has now lost 6 in a row, and they will go to 4-15. The game started off like this. Tech scored the first 5 points of the game. Then it was a 13-0 run by Indiana Southeast to take a 13-5 lead at the quarter. It was 30-27 at the break. And then the lead went to 44-34 for Indiana Southeast at the end of 3, and they win the ball game by the score of 60-50. They led by as many as 13, and they win by 10. Scoring recap brought to you by Infinity Co. Infinity Co. offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. That's Infinity Co. Also, the scoring recap brought to you in part by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's, just need to know 304-HELP. That's 304-253-HELP for Modley's Plumbing and Heating. We'll take a break. When we come back, Bill will go inside the numbers, and we'll do that next here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at MidstateFordWV.com.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we're inside the Armory Dome, and we're ready to go inside the numbers, brought to you by Cracker Barrel Restaurants in Beckley and Princeton. Well, for Indiana Southeast, they win the ballgame by 10 points. Neither team shot very well. Indiana hit 21 field goals of 58 shots. That's 36% from the floor. 8 of 23 from downtown, that's 35%. And 10 of 15 foul shooting, that's 67%. They had 47 rebounds, 3 more than Tech did, and each team had 11 turnovers. In fact, for rebounding, Lindsey Wernert had 15 to lead all rebounding. Individual points for Indiana Southeast. They had 4 in double digits, led by Jessie Ledgerwood. She had 16. Leah Miller scored 14. Lindsey Wernert had 12. 10 points for Katie Durbin, and Carly Sweeney had 8 points. So all of the starters had all of the points. Individual points for the Lady Golden Bears, 14 for Alexis Sexton, 14 to lead her team this afternoon. Emily Sharkey came off the bench and scored 13 points on 4 of 8 shooting from the floor. Did a really nice job. Other scoring, 6 points for Alva Hedrick. She had to get her points or else Tech was going to lose. She didn't get the points. Tech loses. She was only 2 of 9 from the floor. She did get 9 rebounds to lead the Tech team in that department. Rest of the scoring, KK Height had 3 points. Stacy Begay had 3. Leo Ferrara had 5. And Brianna Grigsby had 6 points. For Tech as a team, they hit only 28.8% from the floor. That's 19 of 66. So they had more shots at the goal, but just could not even get up to 30% of making. 19% shooting from three-point land, 6 of 11. No, I'm sorry, 6 of 31. And from the foul line, 6 of 11, 55%. So Tech loses this ball game, and mainly because they could not hit any baskets in the first and third quarters. The Golden Bears had only 5 points in the first period and only 7 points in the third quarter. Largest lead, Indiana was a 13-point advantage with 3 minutes to play in the third. Tech scored the first 5 points of the ball game. That was their only lead in the opening couple of minutes of this afternoon's contest. Well, the Lady Tech Golden Bears will play at Shawnee State in Portsmouth, Ohio on Tuesday, and they'll be back here at home next Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and we'll have that game on video productions for you. Well, the WVU Tech men's team is ready to play ball in about 15 minutes. Maris Lowry and E.T. Eric Thomas will have that game for you here on video productions, and then they will stay and do the Beckley High School boys game against Huntington at 5:30, 5:15 airtime. Thank you for tuning in. Nick Eskins is our producer-director. For Maris Lowry, I'm Bill O'Brien. Thanks for being with us. Have a copacetic weekend, everybody.